Radio Raheem here with Hugo Centeno Jr. You are facing a guy that's a pretty solid hurdle, man. Jermall Charlo has been on a streak. He's in a lot of people's top lists. He's up in the upper echelons of that list. And what kind of opportunity is this for you, fighting a guy that really has a title and is looking to be maybe the king of this division?
Right. It's a huge opportunity because I know this WBC interim fight leads to fighting possibly a Canelo or a Triple G. So, I'm that much closer to accomplishing a dream that I've had since I was a kid.
When you look at him, where do you see the matchups? Like, how do you see it falling out for you? Where's your strengths here in this fight?
I believe I'm the naturally bigger guy. I've been at 160 for about 3 years and a half, and he's just moving up. A lot of people are saying he's one of the hardest hitting guys in the middleweight division, but he just got here. You know what I mean? So we don't know that yet. So we're gonna find out.
What are you looking to teach him? You've been here. He just got here. What are you going to teach the new guy?
Yeah, you know what? It's not about teaching. He's a great fighter. I honestly believe that I'm the better fighter, and come March 3rd, I'm going to show that.
This is a difficult division to get your name recognized, to kind of break through. Right. Obviously, Triple G's out there, Canelo's out there. These guys have these huge names. And what is it that you can do to put your name in that kind of conversation?
Well, I feel like I already have, beating Emmanuel Leem, who was an undefeated WBC silver champ, I guess. He was ranked number 4 in the world, and I came out and I knocked him out in the 3rd round, and I got one of the knockouts of the year last year. So I feel like I've proven myself, and I've shown that I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Guys who maybe haven't seen you fight, if they're just hearing your name now for the first time, what's special about you? What's different? What is about your style that is your signature, would you say?
I'm very versatile. I can knock you out as a southpaw, as a righty, and I've shown it. They've been both big knockouts. I can fight on the inside, on the outside, and have a spectacular jab.
You've talked about size. Is there any cracks that you see in Charlo's game? Anything that you feel like maybe you could expose that other fighters haven't been able to get to?
I do, and me and Coach Eric Brown have developed a good game plan, and come fight night, we're going to show it.
There's a fight coming up at 160 pounds, and everybody's going to be talking about it in a few months. We got to talk about the rematch for Triple G and Canelo. Right. How do you see that fight going? Do you think it changed? How did you see the first one, the decision? Talk to me about it.
I honestly thought Triple G pulled it off. In my opinion, everyone says, oh, Canelo did this, Triple G did that. I feel like they did the right move. I feel like they try to push the fight as much as they could to try to let Triple G get old. I feel like Canelo's the younger guy. He's more prone to making the better adjustments for this fight, and I feel like he's going to pull it off for this next one.
And lastly, it's the beginning of 2018. I'm sure by the end of 2018, you like people to be asking which one of these guys can beat you. Right. Talk to me about how you visualize this year going. What is your path to the top of the middleweight division?
First and foremost is beating Jermall Charlo. And after that, like I said, it's an opportunity to fight one of the bigger guys. And if that doesn't happen, I would love to fight, David Lemieux, Billy Joe Sanders, Murata, any of those guys, for just some more exposure. Good fights. It's all about the best fighting the best, and that's exactly what I want to do.
Sanders got a lot of people talking with his fight over Lemieux, his win over Lemieux. Do you think that he gives Canelo and Triple G a hard time? Who wins that little boxing triangle, if you will?
I really don't know, but he could always come show me his skills. I would love to fight him.
Well, okay. So, what skills do you apply as his skills? Because
he's gotten a lot craftier. I'll give him that. He's become a lot slicker fighter. He was a little more two-dimensional, I guess, and now he's a lot slicker. More like Canelo after the Floyd Mayweather fight. He got a lot slicker. Yeah.
Now, other than your fight, there are all these fights announced. Which one are you most looking forward to watching?
Abner Mares and Santa Cruz 2. I think it's going to be a good fight. I was at the first one, and man, the crowd was just electrifying. These guys were just leaving all their blood and guts in the canvas, and I'm super excited for the next one.
Who wins?
That's a tough one, man. I thought the first one was close. I thought the first one should have been a draw, but it's still up in the air for me as well.
Radio Raheem with Hugo Centeno. Jr.
That's right.
Looking to face Jermall Charlo, breaking in with that 160-pound big fight. Don't miss it on Showtime. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Radio Raheem and Hugo Centeno Jr.